dedication, honesty, integrity, respect, and teamwork. Nebraska Farm Bureau is deeply rooted in these values farm and ranch families hold dear. With these values as a guide, Nebraska Farm Bureau found success through service this year. The beginning of 2021 brought numerous changes. As a new U.S. president took office, Nebraska Farm Bureau also transitioned its leadership, electing Mark McHarg of Central City to serve as the organization's president. But the core mission stayed the same: to enrich the lives of Nebraska farm and ranch families and enhance Nebraska agriculture through meaningful advocacy, education, and leadership development. Now, more than ever, it's important for elected officials to understand the importance of agriculture and have an appreciation for the role farmers and ranchers play in not just providing food, but in supporting our local, state, and national economies. With the support of the Farm Bureau members through the Nebraska Farm Bureau Federation Political Action Committee, 75% of the NEFB PAC-endorsed candidates won their elections. Nebraska Farm Bureau is the trusted voice for Nebraska farm and ranch families. Preserving that rural voice, both within the state and Washington, D.C., is a top priority for Nebraska Farm Bureau. We appreciate the hard work of the Nebraska legislature this year as senators came together to come up with new redistricting maps during a special session. And while not perfect, the results of the legislature's efforts largely respected Nebraska Farm Bureau's ask of maintaining rural voices in this effort for the betterment of the entire state. For many of Nebraska's farmers and ranchers, the betterment of the state begins with lowering property taxes. In its second year, the refundable income tax credit established by LB 1107 is set to quadruple. Nebraska Farm Bureau was instrumental in securing the significant and meaningful property tax relief. Farmers and ranchers can get back to close to 25% of the school property taxes they paid during 2021 because the amount set aside for the LB 1107 credits jumped from $125 million to $548 million. Access to reliable, high-speed broadband is no longer a luxury. It's a necessity. A big win for agriculture in rural Nebraska is the work Nebraska Farm Bureau did to secure $40 million for the expansion of broadband in rural areas. The passage of LB 388 to build out the infrastructure in rural Nebraska is critical to the economic development in rural communities. Ensuring the legacy and long-term sustainability of family farms was challenged this year with the proposal to eliminate stepped-up basis tax code. Nebraska Farm Bureau stepped in to protect stepped up, sharing stories of how Nebraska farm and ranch families would be devastated and urging lawmakers to oppose this issue that reaches far beyond agriculture. The work of Farm Bureau led to representatives leaving the proposal to eliminate stepped-up basis out of a reconciliation budget bill. Achieving a great quality of life and prosperity for Nebraska farm and ranch families is the heart of the Nebraska Farm Bureau. Key to that vision is supporting private property rights and opposing efforts to expand the federal government's reach over our nation's farms and ranches. One of the new administration's first actions was to sign an executive order calling for conservation of at least 30% of U.S. lands and waters by the year 2030. This became known as the 30 by 30 order, which provided little to no detail as to how the goal would be achieved and raising numerous concerns about what the order could mean in terms of possible restrictions on private lands and federal land expansion. NEFB has pushed for answers and continues working to ensure expansion of federal authority over private property isn't allowed to move forward. Protecting and growing Nebraska's livestock sector is a strategic priority at both the state and federal level for Nebraska Farm Bureau. This led to the development of the NEFB Cattle Markets Task Force, with the goal to create a roadmap for long-term viability of the industry. Key recommendations from the task force include exploring all means to increase the share of negotiated sales in fed cattle markets, incentivizing the development of small to medium-sized processors in Nebraska, creating ways to link cattle prices to retail and boxed beef prices, and amending the Packers and Stockyards Act to require USDA to maintain a beef contract library, among other recommendations. Many of these recommendations, at the urging of Farm Bureau, have been included in legislation introduced in Congress, particularly by Senator Fisher, such as the Contracts Library, changing confidentiality requirements under livestock market reporting, and increasing negotiated sales. Nebraska Farm Bureau places a high priority in training the next generation of agricultural leaders as part of our strategic plan. Since its inception in 2007, 146 members have completed Nebraska Farm Bureau's Leadership Academy, a year-long training program designed to produce strong and effective Farm Bureau leaders. This year's cadets had the opportunity to travel to Florida, where they were exposed to many different types of agriculture and networked with Florida Farm Bureau members. The Young Farmers and Ranchers Committee held its conference mid-pandemic, and the event was well attended. The committee also met virtually with Nebraska's congressional delegation to discuss climate and environmental markets, taxes, market conditions within the cattle industry, and international trade. And the Nebraska Farm Bureau crew completed its 5th year with 66 members participating since it started in 2015. In coordination with NEFB student membership, the crew provides the opportunity to gain hands-on agriculture communication experiences. Student Farm Bureau members protect the future of agriculture by serving as the next generation of agricultural leaders. FFA is full of future farmers and ranchers, future agricultural industry leaders, and future Farm Bureau members. Through the Nebraska Farm Bureau Foundation Connecting Chapters program, county farm bureaus and local FFA chapters come together to increase awareness, knowledge, and appreciation of agriculture in their communities. In its 4th year, Connecting Chapters has seen 68 FFA chapters and 2,040 students move through the program. The Connecting Chapters program presents an opportunity for county farm bureaus in Nebraska to enrich their membership base by making future members more qualified leaders in their organization. This connection between the FFA chapter and County Farm Bureau serves as an example of the difference Nebraska Farm Bureau Foundation programs can make at a local level. With your support, the Nebraska Farm Bureau Foundation continued to make progress toward our shared purpose each day. Through educational resources, scholarships, and training for agriculture advocates, the foundation is moving the needle and investing in the future of agriculture. By serving its members each day, Nebraska Farm Bureau found success in its mission to enrich the lives of Nebraska farm and ranch families.